Hello everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect Part 4! The Mass Effect 1 journey continues into space above the Normandy. Hello VG! Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you guys. I'm loving my new setup, it looks real cool. I've just noticed I made a boo-boo. I've put Part 2 on Part 4. There we go. Save. Right now should be correct now. Should be Part 4, not Part 2. Oops. I messed up. My bad. Right, so I need to put my full screen now so I can see what I'm doing on my OBS screen. Ah, there we go. So I can see what I'm doing now. The ship.
Yes, Commander?
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of
Oh,
school,
but I'm sorry,
following in
people.
my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Yeah.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
I trust you, Commander. If you think they belong here, then so do I.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
It's that long since I have played this game. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm not afraid to admit that last week. If I'm going the wrong way, BG, feel free to point me in the right direction.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
I think I've got all this.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
It's been that long since I played it, and I got, like I say, I was going to that stuck point, and I haven't been back to that stuck point until I've just recently done that. The other day, and posted it. So I have no clue where I'm going.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Guessing I needed to do that. This is, gave me a lot of script.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right.
I do have a policy.
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I share your concerns, Chief, but I'm under orders.
Under orders to let aliens gather military intelligence? I can't believe that was the Alliance's intention. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll
Okay,
abandon us.
that's obviously what I'm doing now. Okay, fine. I'm going the right way then.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Oh well, I can live with that. I'll reset the master stream. PS4 logo. Logo's gonna have that screen of view accounts now, but I'll fix them later.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Right, so since I spoke to them too, I guess I'll back up the step up. Then again, not.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll probably forget. Okay. Okay.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself, with no emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so
PS2 game to
important.
come to the channel. It's just been recently added to the
Tell me about your people.
classic
Our
catalog.
lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million
PS2
Quarians in the
tested over
flotilla,
Saturday, so
and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In
That's funny,
practice,
line up if you
the
know.
Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction.
Right, okay.
The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
A synthetic cyborg. Or less?
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
Guess we've talked where we need to talk down here, then.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Shepard.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Right. Okay. Back upstairs. Figured out. Where we go next? That was what? Huh. Supposed to examine that. That is strange. Telling me to examine something and I can't even examine that.
I prefer gold to silver,
there we
you
go.
know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the
What
fire.
is thinking? I'm gonna say it's not big putting out for me. I hope not. All the lengths we've gone to sort the sound out. Okay.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school. I
Wow,
earned that.
somebody's got
All
an
those
ego.
commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Real thanks.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance
Not
Flight Lieutenant
ego.
Jeff Moreau.
Well, he certainly thinks
Plus,
he's
I love
the
to make little children
best
laugh.
goddamn pilot in the galaxy. Nobody's that good. That's like me saying I'm the best tech expert, but I'm not that good.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Okay. Outside like that. Do I have to go in here now? Nope. I guess it'll let me go to the back now, surely. No. What do I have to? What's the point with am I? Now it will. Where's all that? Let's see what's here. Here we go. Something on there. Why did I freeze? Ah. Hey, not the fuck. Council has received reports of Geth interest in corporate research colony in Bavaria. The Council needs to know why. In that case, we're going to Bavaria, aren't we? What happened? We've done that one. It's not letting me select that, so where are we meant to? Yeah, that's where we're going next, Bavaria. I don't know, man. Guess I've got to select Bavaria.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium. The land of Bavaria. Just under 1 hour and a half left. I think how long this mission will take you. Might be a bit of a wait for it. Way down to the landing party. Huh. I've not been here before.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over 12 special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
We'll see.
Promises are easy to make, but hard to keep.
I do not begrudge you your suspicions. I just hope in time you will come to trust me.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
Oh, dense.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I can do that.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
How can I be so dense? Yeah, fine.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni.
Long button.
Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides,
why
I've
would
got
I
my
think
past
that?
squared away.
Huh? Why would I think you're a wine? Hello, a fifth maker. Around here. Now we can go downstairs. Okay. Why is going that character and it's telling me to right, now what do we do? I'm stoked at what we do next.
Commander?
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
I have got stuck because I have forgotten where I'm going. Down here somehow, either. Must be landed. So if we landed, where the hell do we go now? Why does it keep doing? What do you want me to know? Say what you want me to examine because I must have done it already.
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
All right, see you.
That way. That way! That way. Now I've got to pick my squad. Well, I'm going to have Rex. Darius. Faith. Is that all I can take with me? Yes, that's all I can take with me, so... What?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Where's the end? Left? Right, that answers that question. Aha! Down the hall.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Ah! Okay.
Don't try it.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We are authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parisini
Smack
will
you
meet
up, did it?
upstairs. Behave yourself.
I'll put you in your box, love.
Get out of here.
Okay. No way to talk. Fine.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Vietnamese-san. Sounds Japanese. Ah, konnichiwa. Okay.
Welcome, protectors. Don't mind the phones. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's aide is here.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
Commander, it might be wise to bring Dr. T'Soni along. She knows her mother better than any of us.
What do you mean, devil size? Right, where are we going now? Down or up?
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
Okay, not very chatty on this planet, I gotta say.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan. News travels fast here. Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs. You want me to use my status to smuggle for you? That is not inaccurate. I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break it. This one understands. The offer shall remain open. It truly needs the help. Tell me about the job again. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs. You want me to use my status to smuggle for you? That is not inaccurate. I have no problem with that. This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analaeus. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with? I'm just browsing right now. This one awaits your return.
Okay. Guess we come back to him at some point.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Yeah, they're not very chatty on Bavaria. He did not talk much. Just, Is this guy gonna talk to us?
Spectre, right?
Ah! He's gonna
Yeah,
talk to
that's
us.
me.
Nice.
I used to be in military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analaeus or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Okay.
Access to the garage is restricted.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the garage.
Fine. I was just passing by.
Have a good day.
Okay. I've dropped the weapon over there, okay? Put your weapon away. Oh, I guess the weapon is gonna stay out. Whoa, blow myself up. No, it's because I've stepped out of view. There you go. It's because I've laid out of view of the camera. Let me, There you go.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Ah, someone was meant to see. Yes.
Who might you be?
Lorik Keene. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights office.
Having some trouble with your office?
Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
By rents, you mean bribes for Analaeus?
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Right, so I'm guessing that's what we needed to go get. We need that out of the garage. Here, there.
What sort of office are you? Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They don't write them down on thin strip.
Full benefits, of course.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, nobody's very chatty apart from him.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity.
Oh, like me dull names tonight, no.
We'll assume you are here to investigate the company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from your,
I like it.
my real intentions.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What's your interest in Binary Helix? They do genetics work.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I'll be on my way.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave the station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization for Mr. Analeas. No exceptions. I'm sorry.
Why is my gun key coming out?
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
I'm going in there and I don't want to hurt you. Why don't you just go? We'll pretend this never happened.
You want to cause trouble?
Try that again.
Excuse me, I need a moment.
Ah, wait a minute. Ah, so I've got to top. It's supposed to save that. Why am I bother trying again? It's supposed to save that. Working it out, B, how it keeps glitching out. It's supposed to save that. Yeah, could have gone better.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time. The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
Hey, Jamie! Not bad, brother. I had a problem with my left eye recently and my knee's playing up, but other than that, I'm doing okay. Nice to see you.
Strange people skulking in corners have gotten me in trouble before.
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What's your interest in Binary Helix? They do genetics work.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
Oh, nice! What laptop did you get?
Interesting plan. I'm in.
Excellent. Here is the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps. I have assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
Aces Rock 16.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Oh, you've got it on a buy scheme. That's not bad. What Gen i3 is it? I know we're on 13910F. No. On the, I think, 14th Gen series we're on now.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
I don't know why it's asked me to do it again. Oh, good! Oh, good. Be nice to see you, put the stuff I've done for your channel to good use now, huh? Finally. It's got a 1650 GTX, so it does what I mean. Download. And I'm not a fan of that game. I know I'm giving games an open mind, and some games I'm giving a revisit that I've written off, but I cannot see me playing around it. It just does not interest me at all. No offense.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
Oh, yeah, but what Ryzen 5 chip is it? Is it the 56 or is it the 76 or the 79 series? If it's a Ryzen CPU.
Mr. Vargas, Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Military. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas sales. Were you interested in our services?
Oh, nice! I'll look out for your stream tomorrow then. And, I'm sure VG will as well. I'm sure VG will be there for your first stream game. Nice. But what Ryzen 5 series chip is it? Is it the 76 or the 79? Or is it the 50, 53, 55? And 56?
Actually, I wanted to warn you. An agent of the Aramali Council hired me to break into your network. She gave me this.
Oh, a cracking device. I appreciate your forthrightness, Shepard. Now that we know what to look for, our IT people can have a little fun with the Asari. We'll isolate their viruses and feed them false data. If you'll excuse me.
Right, I've dealt with that.
Any results?
I told Vargas what you put me up to.
I see. May I ask why?
You were breaking the law. By spying and by bribing me. He'll be on guard against you now. That's worse than a slap on the wrist fine, isn't it?
You have a unique perspective. Devious, one might say. I believe I should get off-world now, quickly. Good day, Spectre.
Okay. $56. Oh, that's not bad then. That'll be 12th gen series then. That ain't bad actually. To get that on a payoff scheme for a 12th gen laptop, that's done a good. That's done good there. That's done very good there. You'll have to let me know where you got that from. I might even do that myself. That sounds an awesome deal, as that. You'll have to let me know where you got that from. I might be able to look myself on that one. That sounds a sweet deal. What is that? I gotta talk to him again.
So what can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Yes, Kirby was my mate. Kirby's? I might be able to look at Kirby's then. That sounds a sweet deal, is that?
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Other than looking after my dad with his cancer recovery and working and looking after my own health, Jamie, not much. I've not been on streaming as much as I planned this year so far. But I'm hoping to the next few months, or the last 6 or 7 months of this year left, to rectify that if I can. I've got my appointment on Friday.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Who might you be?
Lorik Keene. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights office.
Having some trouble with your office?
Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I just suddenly lost a couple of weeks ago my sighting on that time. I don't know why. But I just suddenly went, after 2 hours of work, I just went blurry. They reckon it's an eye infection. Because the doctor took the eye clinic said I might be, well, thought I might have had a mini stroke, but a lot of their lives, so he sent me for stroke doctor, he sent me for an MRI last Monday, and that's come back today and basically said that the MRI is clear, blood results is clear, there's nothing big to worry about, so it's just figuring out what has happened with me. So Friday I'm going for a follow-up to have more scans and see the compared to the last one, whether they're still the same or whether they've changed. Bottom line is I'm going to need some glasses, so you might see me wearing some glasses on screen shortly. So I know for a fact why I'll be reading glasses, because I can't read small print. So...
By rents, you mean bribes for Analaeus?
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus'
as
actions.
you can see, with
His hired goons
background,
are
we've been
ransacking
working
my
on
office
some
to
things.
find it.
Got a new
I
microphone.
suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander.
Got headphones
If you
now,
recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
RGB 7.1 surround sound with PC speakers in. RGB keyboard. Now we've got a webcam surround. We've got Bcam, which I can put different images behind me now without green screen. There's no green screen involved. How it works, no idea. But I just know it does it, so I'm happy with that. Now I've got a widget that hosts the Discord server. I've actually used YouTube's idea and created my own live button at the top as well. When I get the new system, or not new system, it's an i7 6700, it's an 8th gen PC. Plus, I've got XSplit now. XSplit's going to be my main streaming platform because of an issue with Streamlabs. So I'll do Streamlabs as the messaging bot, so I've got a chat bot with that. So I've got Streamlabs now set up as the chat bot, obviously besides the work, which obviously today is not, I'm not saying it's vote yet. OBS is I'm currently streaming on at the moment, but that will eventually be a editing suite because in XSplit there's OBS importer, so whatever I set up on my screen in OBS will transfer directly to XSplit. So I'm going to use OBS as a editing suite to set up my live stream, scene, overlay, and stuff like that. But XSplit will eventually be the main program that I use, and it will have a scrolling text message across the bottom with my schedule for each day, different messages, showing you what my other channels do, and so on. It'll also broadcast all my subscriber members and the company will be added, and even if I get membership again, not hacked this time, it will also list the members because there is a YouTube viewer who showed me how many people switched out tonight. It was working as well. It's live. And in the bottom of the corner, you should see it saying PS4, and there will be a console image of what console I am on each stream. I have got Nintendo Switch now going. I have been streaming on Nintendo Switch over the last 2 weeks. It went yesterday. Unfortunately, there's a Windows update KB5015858 that is bugged on Windows 10, guys, and anyone else watching the stream. That Windows update is bugged. Now, I wish I knew the information yesterday night, which I didn't. Basically, you need to back up all your drivers if you are an OBS software user, because if you don't, it will corrupt your audio connection. If you go into your connection and it says IDT audio codec and it says stereo, that means your sound is broken. It will not play your captured audio with your Elgato MyChat link cable. It will shut off that port completely. So if you've got down, don't think your headphones or your cable's broken, it means it's the driver to it has been corrupted. So I have put in everyone's servers, which I might be posting to yours, Jamie, because I don't know not many people in there apart from myself. I might put it there for you. I have put across everybody's community server, be it in both dwellers, vehicles, my own, and so on. I have put an explanation. I have put the link to the website telling you everything that they say to try, which I have tried to no avail. It doesn't work. It didn't work for me, but not necessarily mean it won't work for you. So if you exhaust that, I have put the actual file from IDT themselves, their website. I put the zip file in there. If you run the zip file after you download it, if it says cannot find such and such, please restart, it's because it hasn't been able to detect your components in the system. If you restart the system, rerun the setup, it will successfully install. Now it will come up the menu at the bottom saying you wish to restart now or press no to restart later. Without having to restart, if you go there and then and back into OBS, go into your settings and check, it will then say, or it should say, rear mic IDT audio codec. If it says that, you have successfully restored your sound and your sound will work, which hence why we've got sound tonight, because yesterday I ended up doing the Smurfs. I have microphone, but I have no way of restoring the sound. I tried everything while I was live and I could not get it to work. But I have successfully fixed it. So if the Windows instructions don't work that they suggest, then please follow my fix, because I guarantee you 100% it will fix the problem. If there is any issues with that, then please let me know, and I will also look out for other fixes and post fixes for you. But I can guarantee you 100% at the moment, what I tried yesterday works, because here we are. So, let's continue with this now.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security
What is
team
tonight,
searching my
Joyce
offices.
of Jane? You are
He's
tonight,
paying them under
girl.
the table. Miss Matsuo was unaware of their
What are
outside
you
employment.
tonight? I'll try that one.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
My best. Ending of Cyberpunk. Oh, cool. Well, I've got to babysit my dad's sat-nav downstairs later, so I might have to stay up a little bit today, so I will be as long as I possibly can. I will forward to that in about 30 minutes then. If we can get through this. I might give that a try on the PS4. Instead of installing it on the original one, I might try the Pro because the Pro's got more juice, got more power. So it might run better on that, if I'm honest. Right.
Freeze!
Nope.
Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Oh. That goes there, that's what. Whoa! Okay. Take him out instead then. Okay. God damn, what was that? No. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs then. Upstairs? So should we have upstairs? eventually.
Area secured.
Right. So I'm guessing we've got to go back to what am I calling?
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
What? Oh, come on! I gotta do that again. Oh, come on. Yeah, you duck, you got bastard.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I have a mission to complete. I did what I had to.
I don't care.
favor. Come on. Is there any way of skipping this fight? Seriously.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Are you?
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I have a mission to complete. I did what I had to.
I don't care.
Seriously. What is it with the weapons in this game? Not doing that again. Get that one up. Got out of this.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
No, I'm not. Are you?
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk before I break your legs.
Give me an absolute break, man. Come on.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
No, I'm not. Are you?
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't.
You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I have a mission to complete. I did what I had to.
I don't know.
Oh! Seriously! One more go and I'll have to continue this next time. This is starting to really wind me up in this fight. Anyway.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
No, I'm not. Are you?
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after I break your legs.
You up.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Let's go back to that room where we got stuff from before. Get that wall safe. Stairs. Go back downstairs. There we go. Down we go.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Mom's gone to bed. Says good night, everybody.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
The job is done.
I appreciate your discretion. I hope I will never again be so careless as to find myself in these circumstances. I believe you require a garage pass. As well, I would provide a sum of 500 credits. Does that sound fair to you?
Very fair. Good luck, Mr. Keen.
I'm grateful for your help. My office will reopen with much improved profit margins, I dare say. I have some calls to make, starting with Mr. Ananias.
Oops. Should have tapped that other guy before I went to talk to Keen. Oh well.
What sort of offer?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on things.
Oh well.
Commander Shepard.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You're too late. I already gave Keen his evidence.
This was the best opportunity I've had in...
Why did you sell it?
I never signed up to be a Spectre. I was drafted.
That's a real good excuse. You've got the job, you should do it right. You know what? Forget it. I should have known better. Spectres never care about anything beyond their mission.
Oh well.
I've notified my company of the Asari plans.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on the very end. I can't talk long, so I'll talk to you guys again. It's real time. Totally cheap. I need some information.
The managers warned us about you.
If you sold me a pass, I should be able to get to the garage now. Get to the garage, not where we shall leave it for today. If I can.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Yes, I can. Excellent.
So that's what the Asari had in the crates.
Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this stream. Get my camera back in view. There we go. We'll continue from the garage in Mark 5 on Monday. Tomorrow will be a double stream hit, seeing I was behind because of the technical difficulties. I'll have a double hit of Destiny 2, of the Guardian games, and there will be a premiere of the Exotic Quest campaign that I've been doing. Hopefully I should get that done and recorded tomorrow as well. So, I'm a keyboard. Mistakes. Full screen. You, been watching your awesome host and friend Zoe. You have been gaming with Avalanche Multimedia. And I will see you on the next Avalanche Multimedia live stream, guys. Bye for now.